Today on RC Guy Garage, it's kind of like a combination of What's Up Guy Garage, who is me, and RC Guy Garage, because technically what we're doing is we're going to be bettering the track condition. So you can see we did a little bit more digging through the dirt, basically just in piles. Little jump right there, little jump right here. But we've got an obstacle. Now, this thing has kind of always been in the way, and as time goes on, trees grow. Well, this thing has grown to be pretty damn big and pretty damn in the way. So what I did is I excavated obviously all the way around it. I chopped just a couple of roots just to make it a little bit easier for hopefully Big Black to be able to pull, I guess you want to say, this extended stump out. Now, this is not the recommended way, and I would never recommend this to anybody, but I do what I do, and that's just how, like, I do things. So we're going to be cutting this tree down. Probably going to cut it around, I'd say, the 5-foot mark-ish, which, again, don't handle a saw over your head like that. But that's what we're going to do. I just want to give Big Black a little bit of leverage on this tree when we go ahead and hopefully rip out this stump. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to have to put on the plow and give it a couple of knocks just to kind of like free it. Because what I can do is I can raise the plow up, and what's nice is that it's a V plow. So when it's in that V position, that bottom edge can actually punch and give, yeah, of course the wind's going to show up. It can actually give kind of like a little, maybe a little movement. But like I said, we kind of already chopped some of these roots down just a little bit. I didn't realize until obviously I uncovered it how deeply set these roots are. And there's a couple of big boys that are actually on the front side, which I guess that kind of makes sense. I'm thinking Big Black should be able to handle a stump of this size. I've done it before. Maybe not on a tree this big, because we actually have another stump over there that we're going to rip out, and I'm going to just take a strap and I'm going to put a couple of tugs on it just to see if that will come out. And then over here, now these are easy. These pine trees, these rip out like nothing. So we got a couple of pine trees. So we got that one, couple in there. That pine tree right there, I'll probably take that out because what it's doing is it's blocking light from getting to the track. Now this tree right here, this is also an oak. Oh yeah, probably should have told you. These are all oaks, other than what I just said, pine. I want to call that a Siamese twin. So what it is it's two trees, or technically it's one tree, I'm assuming, that split early on in age. I don't think it's two trees that grew together, but again, I'm no arborist, and what I'm hoping that all I should have to do is take my chainsaw, I'll dig a little bit down here, and I'll dig a little bit on this backside here, right on there. I'm hoping that if I take my saw and slice down that middle, I'm hoping that there's no roots like holding on enough, because these trees aren't as big as, I mean, this one is actually a little big, but that one's not as, well, actually, now that I look at it, they're about the same size. Anyways, the idea is to go ahead and just take my saw and basically just divide that in half. Again, cut it at that 5-foot height or whatever, giving Big Black, who's right there, thing's just a beast, giving Big Black, I guess, more of an ability to hopefully pull these trees out. And I should be able to take Big Black and go that way with this stump, and go maybe that way with that stump after I divide that, because this is really getting in the way. Other than that, I do want to take this tree down right here, which that's a baby tree. Well, I don't know. It's smaller, so it shouldn't have as much of a grip on the earth like that thing does. And then the other tree that I want to take down, other than like these two twin pines right here, I want those gone. And the only reason why I want them gone is because they're blocking light from getting in here. This tree right here is an issue. That probably has a good size, yeah, that probably has a good size root thing too. That's a damn good size tree as well. But this one right here, Most of it looks like it's leaning. I'm hoping I can actually get this one to drop that way. Probably what I'll do is I'll put a rope on it. And obviously I'm not going to be taking out those pine trees. We'll just leave those as is. But I want to rip those stumps out. So whenever I take a tree out, I try to rip the stump out as well. And then these other trees, these can stay. Like that one's got to stay along with that. That's actually one of my wife's favorite trees. And that tree right there is actually connected together with a hammock. So that's our hammock tree. I think once that tree's gone, this one again, we'll save that maybe for another day, but you know, divide that in half, pull that one out. I think this track will actually be in good shape. So if you're interested in watching this episode of, I guess you could call this What's Up Guy Garage, stay tuned, because this is kind of like a track update. We're actually working for RC Guy Garage today. So when I say we, I mean me and Big Black. I mean, this truck is just awesome. I know my Cybertruck's going to be awesome too. And I was actually looking at an F450 today. Big Black, this thing has always done work, and it does work well. We'll see if Big Black has what it takes to go ahead and pull that stump out. So let's just get to the video. All right, shouldn't take much to get this thing started up. Choke it. Perfect. That's just basically how you do it. So now we left hopefully enough room to be able to wrap a strap around that and have Big Black do some work. Let's see if Big Black is capable. Gotta tell you, Big Black definitely makes easy work of things. Right about there is probably good. So hopefully this strap right here, this is my toe strap, hopefully this strap will actually work. I'm just going to put it obviously on the hook. 10,000 brake strength. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a couple of tugs and see if it'll pull. So I just take the strap, obviously roll the strap out. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to single wrap it right up high, just like this. Bring it around that back side. And this is just how I do it. We'll do it so it's this way. Hopefully, actually, what I should do is reverse the strap. How about if I do it that way? That will probably work a little bit better. And that should be enough to be able to put a pull on that tree. I need to get my bag of rings right here. These bad boys right here. For some reason it looks like I'm missing one. Well, whatever. We'll go to this side. This is the side I usually always go to. Actually, if I flip it the other way. Get all these little curls out of here. Enough. We'll give it a try, see what happens. Hopefully it'll work. Hopefully it doesn't decide to like smash off and smash into Big Black. That's the hope. So let's see here. Stop. All right, so here we go. Hopefully the audio quality will be all right. Got the strap all hooked up to Big Black. I'm gonna give it a start. We're just gonna give it a couple of tugs just to see if we get any, I guess, movement. I don't know what you can see in here, but just gonna give it a shot. So what I am gonna do, not that it's a major issue, but I am going to just very mildly program this again. I don't need it on extreme. I'm gonna put it on tow, which is just going to give me like, I think like 65 more horsepower, which I shouldn't even need. And I'm going to put it on low, double check, make sure it's in tow. It's in tow. Put it in neutral so that the four-wheel drive actually clicks in. Put it in a reverse and just see what happens. So let's see if we got any movement. See what happened. Now I'm not sure if we got any movement or not. Kind of really don't see that we got any. We'll give it a couple of more tugs and see what it says. Not looking to destroy Big Black, meaning I don't want that strap to rip off and like destroy my truck, but we'll give it a tug. All right, so we're digging. So what I'm gonna do is I wanna make sure that I'm in 4. So I'm actually gonna manually lock my hubs, because for some reason I don't think my 4-wheel drive was clicked in. So hopefully now it is. Yeah, I know it wasn't clicked in because all we're getting is rear digging. Give it another shot. So that thing is solid. All right. So obviously you probably saw footage-wise whether if we got any movement. Doesn't seem like we did. So that just means we've got to do just a little bit more digging and excavation to give Big Black a little bit more of a, I guess, assistance, because I'm assuming what we've got right there, that massive trunk section, is probably what our issue is. I have blasted out all those roots. There might even be a couple of well, there's usually a center tap root, but I don't think it's on this kind of a tree. But we got a massive root right there, maybe a couple right there. So like I said, maybe we'll just do a little bit more excavation and we'll see what happens. All right, so took the saw, cut a little bit more, actually sliced in there, sliced into that big one that's right here. Gave it a slice all the way down. I actually did a couple of cuts over here, and then took the maul and mauled those roots right there. I know there's still kind of like stuff here, but I'm hoping that Big Black has what it takes to be able to pull the rest of this thing out. So let's just set you guys up right here, just like that. Something. And we'll see what happens. GoPro on. I'm going to take this strap while I'm right here. I'm just going to throw it up on the top here, just to maybe get a slight bit more leverage. We'll see. We'll see if that works. All right. Let's see if Big Black has what it takes. Boy, that is tough, man. That is a tough one. That thing is holding on big time. So we must have, we're getting no movement, so we must have some other stuff that's kind of holding on here. I can't tell if we're getting any movement. There is a possibility that maybe right there we're too thick. Maybe there's actually something that's actually really going down there. And then there might be something right here. So maybe I'll just take the shovel and see if I can excavate just a little bit more. And yeah, this is a tough one, but I still think Big Black's got it. GoPro on. All right, we're gonna give it a shot again. Let's see if Big Black has what it takes to rip out this little stump. Hey Daisy, what's going on? Man, that thing is just solid, isn't it? It's not even getting any motion. No, there isn't even any motion on that thing, is there? Holy crap. I don't think we're getting any movement. Is there? Is there any movement? Holy crap. I can't even tell if there's any movement. I don't even think there's any movement. Alright. Am I literally going to have to just keep digging? I don't want to have to do that, man. That's just too much work. Still at it. Discovered a couple more roots. Cut some more slices. The chain is obviously now gone because just cutting through too much sand. Because it's all impacted like this. And again, like I said, this is not the way to pull out a stump. But again, been there, done that, and enjoy the show. That's all I gotta say. Ah, piece of garbage. Come on. GoPro on. Alright. I think we're good. We'll give it another tug. See if we'll get any movement. Don't really want to give up, but man, what a pain in the neck this is. I don't think we're getting any movement out. I can't tell. We're gonna leave some tension on there. See if we've got any movement. Yeah, actually we do. We do have movement. I think I can see it now. I think. There's some tension on that strap. Watch out, man. I think we have movement. Looks like we do. Maybe there's just a little extra something kind of like in there. I don't know, maybe we don't. Nah. There's no movement. Is there? Nah, I think it's solid. Holy crap. Alright. So now the question is, since we're not getting any movement, do I go ahead and bring the plow in and give it a couple of strikes? I think we might try to give it a couple of little pushes, see if we can actually get something out of it. So we'll go hook up the plow and see what happens. Telling you, doesn't Big Black just look awesome? I know I keep saying that, but it is. Going with a little bit different setup this time. So we're actually coming in at a different angle. I'm hoping that that may assist with some movement. So I actually brought the plow in here and I actually pushed the tree kind of like over there. That way at least it's out of the way. I actually now have double straps, making use of both tow hooks. They're tensioned pretty nice. And we'll see if we can get this thing ripped out of here. Hopefully we can. What? Come on, this is Big Black. Nothing can beat Big Black. But that's just temporary, honey. That's just temporary. I got my saw out, so I can go and cut that fallen branch, whatever tree thing that happened. Yeah, it looks really nice. Holy moly.
I like it.
Oh, I like you. Hi, baby. Oh, I'm sorry. Bumped her with my hat. There's just something about Big Black being out here in the woods doing work. Well, I had to have a what they call a rotisserie chicken kind of, I guess, brake. I don't know. But anyways, like I said, we got the double straps on here, and let's just see what this thing does. Hopefully it pulls it out. Would be nice, wouldn't it? Big Black is just awesome. GoPro on. Not much room left for the door. Let's see what we can do. Right. 4-wheel low, neutral. Gotta keep the brake on. For this truck, obviously, when you're putting in 4-wheel low, you have to have it in neutral and the brake on. If you just have it in neutral or any other gear selection, it's naturally not going to go into 4-wheel low. Throw it in reverse. And make sure our wheels are straight. Let's give it a tug. I think we did get some movement. Now we're just digging. Alright, I know we got movement. I know we did. We definitely did. It's just holding. It doesn't want to let go, man. It's got some, here, hear that? Going. Some tension on that. I got another way that I could try it, but I want to wreck the track. It's starting to wreck the track now. Yeah, see, we're just digging. Maybe I'll just give it a couple of bumps, see what happens. I think we're actually getting some motion. Actually. All right, we gave it a couple of bumps. I'm thinking we must have moved something. So I did give it a couple of jolts. Again, I couldn't really tell whether if it was doing anything or not. I think we're going to take another approach again. So this time, I think I'm actually gonna come uphill. So I'm gonna take the straps off. I'm gonna back Big Black up a little bit. I'm gonna come in back in this way, attach again with the double straps because that seems to be working out, and then give it a pull and we'll see what happens. The only thing I just don't want to do is I don't want to wreck the smooth surface, but it is what it is, and let's just get this done. Back again. Here's the new setup. Now we're actually uphill, and yeah, we got a little bit shorter of a strap situation, but I don't know. At least hopefully we can give it a couple of tugs just to break it free, because that's literally what I'm doing. Is I'm looking to hopefully move stuff, break things free. I'm not sure which side is weaker. Sometimes you have on a tree, one side is weaker than the other. Yeah, on the back side here, We don't really have too much room, but there's just enough room, I guess, to, I don't know, put a pull on it. And that's just what I want to do. So we'll just jump inside the truck and see what happens. Yeah, there we go. GoPro on. Really isn't that much room. We'll try it again. Put in 4, low, put in neutral, and it says we're ready to rip, so. Man, that's just got some strength to it. God. Wow. You want to talk about we're getting movement. Woo. Like I say, it is what it is. All right, let's Big Black's getting some front end lift. So I know the tree moved. Not enough, but we did get some movement. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna hook it up downhill again and we'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm hoping this isn't gonna be a waste of time. I really don't like to give up. Neither does Big Black, so I think Big Black and I make a pretty good team, and we will take this stump out. I'm telling you. So what do they say? 9th time's the charm? I guess we'll see. There again, there's a strap set up. Big Black going downhill this time. Hopefully we got enough movement. I did see that tree move, shifted a little bit. I don't know if it was enough, but I guess we'll find out. Double straps, and here we go. Big Black is gonna rip it. GoPro on. All right. Neutral. Give it drive. Give it a little tug. Man. Yeah, I don't know, man. Is this even gonna work? I think I've got to adjust that strap up there. I'm gonna try something. Bungee cord. I need a way to keep these straps up high, so I'm just gonna take a bungee cord and wrap it up. Just like that. And hopefully that's gonna work. Guess we'll see. Come on, Big Black. Do your job. We're getting any movement? Holy crap. That is a lot. There's got to be other parts that are just too connected. So obviously you saw Big Black getting another suspension lift in the front there. There's no damage. That's not how this works. We're not like wailing on it. But there's gotta be some other stuff that maybe we can, I guess, cut something. I don't know, because this tree, for the first time, this is a tree that's actually given Black and me a difficult time. But I'm not done. This thing's gone. That's right. The flannel came off, so you know it got serious. So I kind of discovered why pulling on it coming down the hill was an absolute no-go, where we're actually getting more movement going to the side. It's this right here. I discovered after digging a ton in there, there's a massive, I know it's not a taproot, but man, it is a massive just chunk of root right there. There's a little bit in there, and then this thing right here, this thing is a lot thicker than I had thought. I had initially cut through these right here, and that was no big deal, and I found like another one right there that I chopped off. But man, this thing was going nowhere. This thing, it was not going to tip over. If anything, during a hurricane or whatever, I mean, if anything, it probably just would have lost branches. But this thing wasn't going anywhere. This thing is planted. So, yeah. I'm going to fire up the saw and butter knife through it, because my saw blade's obviously junk from, you know, cutting through the, you know, parts of sand and stuff that I've been cutting through. But we're just going to dive it right in there, try and see if we can soften some of that up in there, and then hopefully just slice right through there. And I'm hoping that'll be good. This thing has a heck of a lot more roots than I had thought. I don't know why this thing has so many roots. And they're not joke roots either. Yeah. All right. 10th time's the charm. We'll try it again. See what happens. Oh, 10th time's a charm, right? Holy crap. This thing just doesn't want to go. So I did get something that time. Let's see what that looks like. I got movement. Alright, so what happened is it's closing up the gap. It is going. Maybe if we give it a couple more tugs, see what happens. actually works for me. So it did break the strap, which is fine. We'll figure out something else. Yeah, I think we won. Wow. There was massive amounts of roots still connected on this side right here. So I think if we recorrect our strap, granted we did break it, but if we recorrect our strap, hoping that we can pull the rest of this garbage out, and I guess like I said, 10th time's the charm. GoPro on. All right. I think we'll give it a little effect. All right, let's see. Can we pull it the rest of the way? Wow. Check it out. Still holding on, man. It doesn't want to let go. But we are not going to fail on this. I'm telling you. We are literally there, and I am not failing on this. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it under instead of over. See if that helps. That one there. Now we'll see. Hoping this will work. Thinking it should. Boy, that is holding on. It doesn't want to let go. More strap broken. All right. Alright, so really the best way to now attack it, because what we're doing is we're still fighting against the roots that are actually right there. We're kind of fighting against the ground. So I'll take Big Black. We'll come back in on this side. If we've got any strap left, we'll just put a pole and basically just pull it my way, and that literally should be it. So, holy crap, was that thing planted. No wonder why it wasn't moving. But that's Big Black for you. Big Black works way harder than I do. Holy crap, that left a crater, but look at that. It literally took all the roots. So, wow. Pretty damn close to all the roots. That is way more roots than I had thought there were gonna be. Like I said, man, this tree was going nowhere. But because of Big Black, now it's gone. So if you like episodes like this of Big Black, like what I say, Big Black doing work, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, bell notification, throw me a like. I know it's not RC stuff, but that's not what my channel is all about. My channel is all about whatever. So thanks for watching. We're getting movement. Woo.